Hello, everybody. Man, it has been a long freaking day, man. I tell you guys. I need this live stream, guys. And it just one of those days, man, where the news just does not get any better day by day, week by week. So thank you guys for tuning in and sharing this Saturday evening with me, because I think the wife gets kind of frustrated with my live streams because she knows how much I enjoy these days, these live streams and whatnot. And like right now when I went upstairs, it's like, go have fun, enjoy your live stream. And I'm like, I love that. So hey Fly, what's happening, buddy? But after last week, I was looking at your moniker, right? And I'm like, that makes me sad. Because anytime I think about, Fly the L, what's the first thing that comes to mind, right? I think Fly the W. I think Cubs, I think Fly the W, and I think Go Cubs go right after any Cubs victory. But since really June 1st, but I'm going to say July, the freaking Cubs have been so anemic. They have potentially one of the worst freaking offenses in the game. And you look at the Cubs in the first month or two, really the first couple of months of the season, they were the 1927 Yankees, okay? They were freaking, you put the greatest baseball players on the planet on one team. You put Gehrig and Mantle and DiMaggio and Ruth, okay? You put Hank Aaron and Johnny Bench and Pete Rose, okay? You think about the greatest players you can imagine. Barry Bonds and Kurt Schilling, Pedro Martinez, Randy Johnson, etc. That to me was the Cubs, man. Okay, maybe not the pitching staff wise, but offense wise, amazing. Pitching wise, I mean, Matthew Boyd's been amazing throughout the entire season. Shota Managa, incredible. So, pitching staff held its own. May not have the sheer dominance of a Clemens and Randy Johnson, etc., and Kurt Schilling, Pedro Martinez, but this was a legitimate World Series contending team, okay? And you look at the team the last 2 months, they're anemic. They are a bore. They are about the worst freaking team. They're about as pathetic, going through the motions, zombie-ish team as you can imagine, okay? So I look at that Fly the L, I'm like, yeah, man, pretty much that basically in a nutshell is our team. That is the Cubs. Just to say that they're not the most pathetic team in baseball, they give you this little token victory, one game a series, but come on, they're sad. It really hurts to be a Cubs fan sometimes. 2016 was the exception, and it's like, okay, years of fertility. It's like it made your years of being your passion for the team worthwhile, and you never have to go back to that mediocrity ever again, right? But what have you had to show for it since then? And you can hear all these sportscasters and fan bases talk about, oh well, we're still gonna be in the playoffs, no matter how bad we've been the last couple months. We're still gonna be in the, forget about the division. We're not gonna beat the Brewers. The Brewers basically have it in the bag. Got it. We're still gonna be in the wild card. If the Brewers absolutely collapse, the Cubs take off and win the division by some miracle, is this a team that we want to see in the playoffs? It's been pathetic these last couple of months. I don't want to see them in the playoffs. I mean, come on. It would be an absolute slap in the face to legitimate teams that probably deserve a playoff spot. One and done, like per usual, or best of 3 series, see them swept in 2 games. I mean, it's who wants to see that? I'd rather see them collapse and be completely out of it than to see them just dismantle in postseason again. So, seeing that moniker, man, just gives me a lot to talk about, which I didn't have much to talk about in this live stream, so that was kind of fun to, talk a little baseball. I don't talk enough baseball on my channel, which is a shame because, like I said, it's my favorite sport. So, but if I talk too much about the Cubs, man, it would make it seem like I'm not a Cubs fan because I would rip them in. I would rip them a new asshole every time. Oh, guys, check this out, man. I don't know if you guys can see it. I talked about this beauty before on Facebook. It's about the funniest damn thing I've seen on Facebook in a while. And I'm like, I had to go for it. It was so stupid and ridiculous, but I'm like, why the hell not? Only my crazy ass would buy something like this. I mean, it's technically supposed to be like a Coke bottle, but I mean, it's got the whole, gun and everything. It's got the little hand slapping in the ass and everything. So it's got this nice little perversion to it. But check that out. They even got the hands built in there for being on all fours. I mean, that's just funny as hell. Got the little feet in the background. Check, like, wow. Like, who comes up with crap like this? But that's just so damn funny. I'm a Bourbon Cubs fan. Yeah, I think we all are, man. There was a point in like the late 90s, early 2000s. I looked at my brother Richard. I'm like, convert me to a White Sox fan. That lasted about 5 minutes, and I'm like, oh God, no. I mean, technically, yes, I do root for the White Sox as well because I'm not one of those guys who are like, I'm Cubs fan. I'm only Cubs fan. No, what's good for the city of Chicago is good for the city of Chicago. I root for every, Chicago sports team, but I'm not like, oh, I'm a Cubs fan, so I hate the White Sox, or I'm a White Sox fan, so I'd rather see the Cubs lose than the White Sox win. No, that's stupid. I hate that. But anyways, guys, wife and I went to Liquor Barn today and picked up a few drinks, just a few. And so I wanted to do a special video to allow you guys to pick my drink today. I think my video might have just dicked out on me. So, you guys still seeing me? I think my video may have gone out again. Am I still coming into you guys? All right, awesome. Appreciate it, bud. I really hate. Like I said, man, I've done these videos inside the office because I want to be close to the router, but it still cuts in and out. And I hate that, and I never know if it's like still working or not. All right, so first and foremost, you saw the whiskey bottle, Jack Daniel's Tennessee whiskey. This one is called Sour Mash. I pulled this out of the icebox. So this one is like ice cold. So I don't know if this one's supposed to stay cold or not, but I'm thinking about drinking this one. But this is 80 proof, 40% alcohol per volume. Tennessee whiskey, 80 proof, but that's probably going to F me up pretty badly. A lot of these drinks, I am going to need a chaser. And that's why I got a bottle of pop. What is this? Lost Trail Strawberry Cream Soda. Yeah. Cane sugar, low sodium, no caffeine. No caffeine. How do you not put caffeine in pop? That's just crazy talk. Yeah, I went there looking for like a bottle of Coke or something because, again, that's part of the picture, but they didn't have any. So I just had to settle for the closest red bottle I could find. So I got that one. This one, because a lot of people have been recommending whiskey and bourbon to me. This is Woodinville Straight Bourbon Whiskey, Oh God. I think this is the 115 proof. 115 proof. That bottle was 80 proof. I think this is the one that we got that was going to kill me. My wife's like, you drink this, you're going to die on stream. You're gonna... Let's put this bad boy on hold and save it for like the end of the stream when I know I'm like at the tail end of the stream because, uh, yeah, I feel like a few sips of that and the stream is going to come to an end in like a few moments. This one I'm actually kind of interested in drinking immediately because I want to give this one I've never tried this before. This is a Red Hot Fireball Cinnamon Whiskey, 66 proof. Never tried it, but looking forward to that one. Now, my wife said if I drink that one, I have to try this one as well. This one is peppermint schnapps. So I guess I got to drink those two together. 90 proof. Oh, God. My wife is definitely trying to kill me. Now, this is a beautiful bottle. My wife pointed this out because it had like a skull and falcon on the front of the bottle. I just wanted another bottle of tequila, but I think this was like some kind of, this is spicy Blanco tequila. So that one might be of interest. Now, this one was super cool because when we went to the liquor barn, they were selling this at the front of the store. And I guess the guy that was selling it, I guess this is his own personal brand. So he actually signed this and made it out to me. So I'm like, hold on a minute. When somebody signs something, you kind of don't want to open it. Like, it's special. Like, I need to look this guy up and see if his stuff is actually worth serious money or whatnot. And the fact that it's signed, I mean, does that make it more valuable? I don't know. Like, when he asked me, like, you want me to sign it? I'm like, okay, maybe. But this is Kentucky straight bourbon whiskey. And this one, I believe, was 90 proof. This one was 94 proof. But I've been wanting to try this one as well. We got a couple other drinks as well, but like champagne and stuff for my wife. But I'm not bringing that up here. Not big deal, right? So special video for you guys because you get to choose what the hell I get to get drunk to today. You are live. Awesome. Or the sour mash is awesome. Reminds me of a good sour European beer. Sour mash. Which one was that? The Jack Daniels, I think. Yep, sour mash. So, what are you thinking? This one then? I've never enjoyed Jack Unmixed. That's some strong whiskey from Woodinville. This one. Oh man. Oh, the 115 proof. Yeah. I mean, that's why I've got the pop for the chaser because, I mean, don't get me wrong, guys. As many weeks and months as I've been doing these Saturday live streams, with the weekly drinking with you guys, I still do not consider myself a drinker. Don't get me wrong. And even though I think my body's adjusted somewhat where I'm not like after every sip nowadays, I still don't consider myself a drinker, right? So that's why I still have chasers and whatnot. But a lot of time, like I'll chase alcohol with other alcohol. So as long as the alcohol is somewhat drinkable, like the jungle juice my wife makes for me, like that stuff. I mean, it's alcohol, it gets you drunk, but it's drinkable. Somewhat fruity, somewhat tasteful. So I'm like, I can drink that as a chaser in place of like pop or energy drink or something. So. All right. My nephew loves Fireball. Mint on bottle. Mint on bottle. It's funny you say that because there was a couple of drinks today in particularly, I think there was what was it? There was a Chucky bottle. I think it was Fanta that I saw on Facebook today. And at first I thought it was like AI or something, but I think it's actually going to be released like sometime in August, like August 25th or whatnot. And it was going to be a Chucky themed release for Fanta. And I was talking to Ross on there on my community page on YouTube. I'm like, I want to treat these Fanta, pop bottles the same way I would my action figures. I'm like, look, I want to get 2 cases. I want to have a case I want to open up and drink, see how it is, of course. And because they're horror related, shoot, man, I want to save a few of those bottles because I want to display those bitches, man. They freaking look amazing. Anything Chucky related, anything horror related, especially in terms of like Halloween, Friday the 13th, Hellraiser, Nightmare on Elm Street, things like that. The big cats, the big bads, the major guys. I want to save stuff like that. Yeah, I can save an empty can, but I really want the full can, And who knows? Who's to say something like that doesn't go out of stock or get discontinued, and some collector may want that in the future. I'm sure someone will pay top dollar for a can like that. And mint on bottle, it's funny, but hey, you're probably not too far off. Oof. I really wish I understood what the hell this said though. I mean, I could read my name at the top, and I knew he signed at the bottom here. I mean, the 47 I imagine is obviously the graphic right there, but like I really want to drink this bottle. They gave us a little bit of a sip, a little taste test while we were at the liquor barn, but I'm like, I drank a little sip. I'm like, ugh, yeah, I'm gonna have to have a little chaser for that. There's no way I'm gonna be able to drink that. I think I am going to start with a Jack Daniels, but I don't want to start with this because the bottle is my design for I bought the bottle specifically for this little contraption here. I don't know what to do. You know what? I want to try the Fireball. Try the Loco 47 whiskey. Loco 47. That is the one I've been wanting. Loco 47 it is. I brought up all these bottles thinking, hey, there might be a possibility I could technically go through every single bottle a little bit. I'm not going to drink all the bottles, goddamn. No, but drink a little bit of each one, but I don't want to do that. That's, to me, is wasteful. So I'll drink like maybe a little bit of one particular bottle. Maybe next week, drink a little bit of a next bottle, so on. But so today I reached out to Sinbody. I am going to go ahead and purchase those 3D files for the New 80s wow. For the New 80s Revolution 3D figure, 3D file. What'd I say? For the New 80s Revolution 3D file. And I'm going to contact Ahmad over at Latuni tomorrow. So he has been in Canada, I think, either working or vacation or something for the last couple of weeks. So that's why I haven't been able to be in contact with him in regards to starting the MRW line. But the last message I had with him, he basically said that, hey, as soon as I want to get this done, we can basically get the ball rolling. So I'm going to purchase the 3D print file from Sin and at least get the first figure going. I finally got the guys yesterday at my house to start leveling out the dirt, doing the backfill in my pool, right? And Here's the issue with that. The prices that they initially quoted me compared to the prices that we were discussing yesterday, I told the guys, man, I wanted to go all out on this deck, man. I want this thing to be beautiful. Okay. I wanted it to be something where if people came in, like I want it to be like a sort of party area. My wife and I, we don't ever have people over or anything like that, right? But I want it to be to a point where if we ever did have people over, like it could be a really nice, beautiful gathering area, right? Have a cookout, have a beautiful swimming pool, have a nice deck where everybody can gather, big area for a bunch of people to gather, and you may have dancing, whatever necessary. So I really wanted it to be all out, LED lights, have built-in lighting on the actual post of the deck and everything. So that darn price jumped up probably twice as much, if not more. So before, when the guys recommended to me, hey man, go through GoFundMe for like help you fund your figure collection, for starting your line, I'm like, I mean, I'll when I eventually did it, I'm like, okay, fine, whatever happens happens. But like, I mean, I say this jokingly now, but hell, I might have to freaking do a GoFundMe just to freaking fund that damn porch. Damn, that thing was expensive. And based on that, damn, I like, do I even want to go all in on this business now? Because all summer long, I've been telling you guys, this summer, I have been key focused on household beautification, upgrades. I want to make sure that before the summer was over, paying off the house was obviously number one, and then upgrade where I could. But I've been burning through my savings like crazy. Like I was supposed to have enough money saved to like my age 65. At this point, I'm basically have enough savings to last me till next year. Stupid me. But I still have income, monthly income from retirement, VA retirement, whatnot. So I mean, I'm not like in the gutter or anything like that, but it just sucks that you kind of like burn through your plan so quickly. But like I said, like I've been talking about forever, the idea was get this stuff done now and just sit back and just look at your home and just be proud of it. Like I've always been proud of my home, but I wanted more from it. And getting all this stuff done has just been, looking back and just seeing what you put into it. It's like you're just so proud of what you've been able to accomplish, and I've been ecstatic, man. So starting that business, if it comes to fruition, it's just something, another thing I could check off to be happy about. So, and you guys are pushing me to it, and I love that. I love that I have the inspiration and motivation to keep going. So I'm gonna read off some of these, some more of these here. Try the sour. It's actually good. Big sour fan here. Hey, baby, which one was that? The sour. Was that the cinnamon whiskey, or was that the nope, was that the spicy one? Man, there's so many damn drinks here. I don't know which one I was looking at. No, sour was sour is the mash one. Sour mash. I might hold off on the sour mash only because it's part of the design of this thing right here. I only bought that one bottle. I might open it up. I mean, I'm gonna have to buy other bottles of very similar size so that I can actually fit in here, and I don't have to like keep this closed forever. I mean, eventually I'll drink this and I can just fill it up with like water or pop or something, just so that it can have, fit in that area, go as part of the aesthetic. So lots of our beers in Belgium were sour beers. Oh, pretty badass. Hey, Corey, what's happening, buddy? I collect bottles and cans myself. I just sold on eBay empty Ultimate Warrior, and they're taking wine bottles. Oh, that's pretty damn cool. I didn't even know they even made those. Full set, Ric Flair, energy drinks. The original run, which is rare now. Damn, they made energy drinks too. That's... I did not even know that. Got myself a whole plate of cheese as well. I don't know if I'm going to be drunk enough. Oh, that hurts. There we go. Pop that asshole. So, what the hell did I... All right. We're going to start off with the 47 Kentucky Straight Bourbon Whiskey. And this was the 94 proof. We're going to start off with this one. I don't know. Maybe over a course of this video, course of this live stream, maybe I'll move on to other ones, but... Oh, not good. Not good at all. I do want to switch to this one towards the end, like I said. But like once I start, yeah, once I start getting to that point, I'm gonna pretty much stop the stream because no point of keep going while I'm inaudible. So mozzarella, not bad. Don't like generally eating on stream because to me, whenever I watch like YouTube videos and I watch like these Twitch streamers, whatever, eating on stream, I'm like, dude, you can't wait till like after you finish. But today I kind of feel like with all of these damn alcoholic drinks in front of my face, I kind of need to have something in front of me. Otherwise, I kind of feel like I'm going to make myself like super sick. Oh, so back to the deck. So I made a couple of videos, not super long videos. They were like 4 minutes long. I had probably another couple 2-minute videos. Just kind of updates to they're like vlog video style videos, right? In the past, I just made these little short videos and then I edited them all together, put them in one longer video. Those videos usually hovered around 20 to 30 minutes, 20 to 40 minutes long. And they're like vlog style videos, right? Kind of see what the installation of the pool looked like beforehand and when it was completed, or when the when the outside deck, for example, what it looked like from the beginning to the end, or the garage beginning to end, what it looked like before it was fixed up, etc. So it's the pool. I'm kind of doing the same thing. You guys see how when the pool is dug up, how all those crevices and holes and whatnot look really horrendous. Guys came in with the excavator, bulldozer, leveled that out. Actually can walk around that area now, which is nice. So I always wanted a damn pool, but goddamn, I am so freaking stupid. I would not do that again. You could have told me right now that it would have been free of charge. I would not have paid a dime into purchasing that pool. I probably would not have done it. I would not have done it again. Even if they were to say, hey, this pool would not have cost you anything. This deck that we're building for you would not have cost. No, I wouldn't go through this again. It was my dream to have a pool, but goddamn, I mean, the yard is destroyed. I didn't think that they were going to dig that deep into the ground. I thought it was going to sit like maybe that little, like literally that's how they described it. They said a couple of inches. Like that is a couple of inches. They literally dug about 6 to 8 feet into the ground. And we're not talking like just a little small area from where the ground was starting to, going down slope and then it levels out. No, they dug up the entire freaking backyard. And I'm like, dudes, and the way they just left the dirt everywhere, I'm like, horrendous. And I don't know what it is. I talked about this on the live streams in the past, but I feel like every time I get a new contractor to come to my house, they give no shits about my freaking yard. Like they just park their damn big ass trucks and trailers all over my grass. I mean, park on the damn street, park on the darn cement, like dudes. But they park all over my freaking grass. They tear up the damn grass. You have like these big skid marks in my grass. I'm like, what? You guys going to lay down seed or grass to repair that? What? You just gonna leave it like that? Leave my yard looking all tore the hell up? Like what the hell? Like I'm paying you guys a shitload of money and you're tearing up my yard. So the guys that did my porch, I keep calling it my porch, my deck, my outside deck. They did that to my yard. The guys that did my installation on my pool did that same crap. The guys that I hired right now to do the backfill of my pool and they're building a deck around my pool, they're doing that. I'm like, goddamn contractor do not give a shit about your personal property at all. Oh, damn. Collectors. There are a few interesting things of note that have come out over the last couple of days. If you guys have not heard about them. So Ram Treasures just came out with a new Honky Tonk Man LJN. So if you haven't seen it, it basically looks like a Rick Martel Strike Force figure. So pretty badass looking. I am going to pick it up eventually. I might hold off on getting it immediately because I'm kind of over getting the stock photo of Ram Treasure figures. So I've talked about in the past, people, when they buy their Ram Treasure figures, they resell them on eBay. And when they sell on eBay, they sell for like $50 or $60 cheaper. So when they sell on eBay, they sell for, people usually buy the stock photo. So I'm thinking I might want to wait and see what other people are buying so that I could probably get like if I buy it from them directly, I'll probably buy like a different variant, right? Different version. And if I want to buy the original or the stock photo version, I can pick it up off eBay later on. So there's that. And Grapplers and Gimmicks came out with 4 different versions of Diesel / Oz for Kevin Nash. Now, what got me at first, really effed me up on that one is at first I was looking at the Hostile Toys website and they were asking like $400. And I'm looking like $400 goddamn dollars. Are you mother effers out of your goddamn mind? Now, at first I didn't realize that what I was looking at was one of the figures where I think the orange card was a signed Kevin Nash. So I'm like, okay, it cannot cost that much to have, Kevin Nash sign one of your figures. I mean, go to a freaking convention or something and have him sign it. I mean, what does he charge you? $100 or something? $50 even? So it cannot possibly cost that much. So, but $400 for 4 figures, one of them signed. Luckily, I realized that I didn't have to pay $400 for it, but I did pick up all 4 figures. One, none of them signed, and for a lot cheaper. Another big rubber guys pre-order Nasty Boys of Paul Ellering. Yep, A-Dub. Yeah, man, I picked up that one too. I think that came out either yesterday or the day before. Might have come out yesterday. So Nasty Boys look pretty badass. They said Paul Ellering was a fan request. I don't know how many fans out there are requesting Paul Ellering. And if they were requesting Ellering, why wasn't he released with Legion of Doom? Why is he being released with Nasty Boys? You would think that Legion of Doom would be the one tag team above all else that he would come out with. So, but Legion of Doom had already come out with another pair of characters, so they already had 4 figures released. Nasty Boys, 2 people. You need a 3rd figure. Make the set a little bit larger. Understand? Bam! I saw that yesterday, and that was Series 15. I thought we were on like series 13 or something, and they're already on like series 15. I'm like way behind. So I'm ordering all their figures, so I'm not missing any. I'm not missing anything, but like they're just not releasing anything. And some of the figures that I'm supposed to be getting, like Hyatt and Bad News Brown and Hebner, I know I ordered those. I haven't gotten those guys in. Rick Martel, I was supposed to get that. I haven't gotten that one in. The tag team, what was it? Who was it? Was it Rock and Roll Express? I think Rock and Roll Express, if I'm not mistaken, was another tag team. I ordered them. I haven't gotten those in yet, so I don't know when those are supposed to be due in. I think other people have gotten theirs in. So, Major had a fan vote on their website. Yeah, I never even saw that. I think I voted for Hillbilly Jim. Shoot, I would like a Hillbilly Jim, but thing is, because Hillbilly Jim already exist in the original LJN line. And that's the thing. When it comes to like characters that exist in original Hasbro, I don't want to see them as part of Mattel Retros. I don't want to see them in Zombie Sailors or Grapplers and Gimmicks, things like that. If characters exist in original LJN, I don't want to see them as part of the new Mattel LJNs. I don't want to see them as part of Random Treasures. I don't want to see them as part of Big Rubber Guys, because they already exist, and I want to see new characters, new figures that don't already exist. So when it comes to like Honky Tonk Man, Random Treasures did an amazing job. Their Honky Tonk Man, incredible. I am definitely going to pick that one up, and when I finally get it in hand and do the review on it, I'm probably going to brag like crazy about it and highly recommend it to buyers to pick it up. But I've always, and I know on like Jason Upp's channel, he was always talking about, I can't wait for Ram Treasures to do a new Teddy DiBiase, to do a new Honky Tonk Man, because he wanted those figures in pants or in some kind of tights, trunks, what have you, outside of their pants and jacket, outside of clothing. And I'm like, no, dude, you're wrong, man. The outfits are what made those figures as valuable as they were. The Elvis suit, the $1 Million Man outfit, tuxedo, those outfits are what made those figures. But if you just put them in trunks and boots, they're not worth that much anymore. So I'm glad that Honky Tonk Man was in at least full length pants and not just trunks. So that helps a lot. And, there's many different options as far as pant design. You don't have to necessarily go with the blue design that came out with. So I'm thinking either black pants, maybe red pants. Do I want to go with a darker blue, the light blue? There's just so many options. So, I mean, I'm probably going to go with the light blue. That's part of the stock photo, but it's a great piece. I did order Kickboxer, but I don't know if they only have one of the Jean-Claude Van Damme or if they came out with the second one. But I know I ordered at least the first one. You got the you got the Black Road Warriors. I don't know if you ever ordered the Brown Treasures, but if you have, I know people usually ask me if I have a preference as to which one I like better, either Round Treasures or Big Rubber Guys, and so I like to kind of turn things around. You kind of ask other people like what's their opinion if they have a preference. For me, I kind of see bonuses on both sides. Round Treasures, they have bonuses on their figures that I like better than Big Rubber Guys, and then I see bonuses on Big Rubber Guys that I like a whole lot better than Round Treasures. So that's why I kind of like, what? It doesn't matter which set you buy. I recommend both because they both offer their own bonuses, their own highlights for each of their sets. So, Dancing Van Damme, Rock and Roll Express, yeah. So I am still waiting on that set. Midnight Express with Jim Cornette. Oh, that's pretty cool. Are they? Mm. Legends of Wrestling. You know, I have a lot of Legends of Professional Wrestling, the red card backs, and those are some of my favorite figures. Um, Up until about series 13 or 14, I think they only had like two figures, one particular character, um, a bloody and a non-bloody version, and then around series 14 or so, they moved from these beautiful red card backs to like these little small black card boxes. And I'm like, that's so stupid. But I like them because the card back and the graphics were fantastic. And the figures inside were amazing. King Kong Bundy, Abdullah Butcher were some of the best, I think. You got for the drunk kickboxer at Big Rubber Guy. So it was a new figure. I haven't ordered that one then. Hey, Ross, what's up, buddy? The drink right now, man, you got to go back to the beginning and watch because I got like 20 of them up here, buddy. But right now, I am drinking the 94 proof Kentucky Straight Bourbon whiskey. And this one was actually signed by the creator of this company. So 40, what is it called? 47. Such America's 47, I think, is just the name of the company. But I gotta stop touching the side because I'm going over his signature and everything. But I don't want to drink too much of this because you know what? I think I am going to take a little bit of each drink tonight. I want to try because I do want to try some of that Fireball, and I do want to try some of that Jack Daniel's whiskey, and I do want to close it off with the 115 proof because, oh God, I can only imagine. Jimmy the Boogeyman Valiant. Yeah, I think they got to Jimmy Valiant. I think I got a Jimmy Valiant actually, but he's on like I said, he's on a red card. He's on like a little black box, like yay big. I think that's like series 15 or 16, something like that. Like I only have a couple of those small boxes because once they change the boxing, it's stupid. Think about DVDs and think about the Simpsons DVDs, like seasons 1 through 5, just regular DVD cases, right? And then once you got to season 6, they put season 6 DVDs. I think they put it in like a Homer Simpson head, and that was your DVD case. Now, for fans who like everything to be dressed right, and like everything to be set up perfectly, and it even said inside the case, I forgot what it said directly, but you know, you're really gonna screw up the fans who like everything to be evenly distributed, right? So later on, they actually came out with a regular box set for season 6 because I guess the fans were pissed off that you changed the casing for season 6. But so I kind of feel the same way about that particular line about the Legends of Professional Wrestling. You change these beautiful red cards to those little black boxes. I'm like, you can't even see the figures unless you take them out of the box. So I digress. Hey Ross, cheers, bud. Oh God. Oh, God. Oh man.